This is why I don't fuck with this nigga, y'all. Nigga hit the record button and walk off. He want me to do the whole shit by myself, man. I can't do the shit without him. But he want me to be just great. He think I'm that amazing. And I'm a human, just like the rest of you motherfuckers. And ain't shit like that gonna change. Hey man, what's up, bro? Miss you, love you. How's your weekend going, bro? Had a great day today?
What you say, nigga?
Said you having a great day today, bro?
Nah, nigga, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
What do you mean? I said, how's your Monday going?
Alright, I had a recording, so it's alright. I'm running back.
Right, what back, bro?
I'm running back side.
Thought you wanted to actually record today.
Yeah, I made sure to record this time. I had a feeling. Your ass.
What's up, bro? What's up?
What it do, huh?
What's good? What's good?
Ain't nothing, man. Got some room on this bench over here with the motherfucking heat. Come over here, sit down next to us.
Nah, bro. I spared you last episode, and this is how you want to start off this episode?
Right.
That's just ignorant, bro. You want to kick a man while he's down? I ain't do you like that.
Hey.
And you ducked the smoke.
We got room over here on the bench next to me. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I don't want to sit over there. We gonna sit over here on our side. You can stay down there. That's a weak part of the bench.
Nigga said we got room.
Hey, as long as you watching, you in bench.
Nah, we ain't on the same bench. It's a different bench over here.
Nigga, we lost to the same team.
Nah, y'all got beat worse than us.
How? Hey, y'all have court. We didn't even have home court.
Nah, I don't want to hear it.
Y'all had home court. Game 7. They got beat up.
We got beat up. We lost by like 4 points.
Took it to them boys. At least we lost our own game, but that was game 6. Y'all had a game 7 in y'all hands.
And y'all both lost. That's all that matter.
We sit on that?
Nah, I don't want to sit. We gonna watch the game standing up.
Wasn't we talking about if Jimmy B was a lead or not? If he was a superstar?
Yeah.
If he hits that, is he a superstar?
He's clutch.
Yeah.
He gets the clutch gene.
Yeah.
He's for sure a clutch.
He gets another step in his career reputation. He tried it though. That's why one thing I thought about during the whole game, once they got through like the first half and he hadn't sat no minute, I say he's trying too hard. Cause that shit comes naturally. This boy came out there, he was intent on I'm not coming out the game, I'm playing the whole game, all that. And just like he say, that boy knew he didn't have enough gas for another, you know what I'm saying, another, was it 10 minutes or 5, 6 minutes or something, overtime. He didn't have enough gas for it. That's why he pulled up right there. Because he knew I got the ball, I done played the whole game, don't take me out. But see, I don't like playing for that storybook. I don't like when they play for that. And I think he was playing for that because they came into the game saying, I ain't coming out. You know, it's that where they done built up that heat culture and all that bullshit they done talked about that made them have to do certain shit like I'm so raw, I'm coming, you know, I'm playing the whole game.
Honestly,
I ain't coming.
But that ain't his first time doing that. He's done that multiple times.
I never heard him do that in a playoff game in a game 7 after he's been injured, and that's not no legacy that I ever seen.
You add more factors into it. He's played whole basketball games before. That's all I'm saying.
But not game 7 in the playoffs when you've been injured, and this East Conference Finals, you done went through what, two series already? No, man, no. I just think, I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it because it's been done and it could be done. He could have done it. I mean, it boiled out to, I mean, if that motherfucker goes in, he did it. But what I'm saying is when you're trying to do it, and I think that whole trying to do it built him into trying to take that last shot. Because I'm going to tell you something. I don't like when a motherfucking NBA nigga take a jumper and his front forward is leaning forward like he aiming that shit. Cause you saw him on that last cut where he was just sitting there like, nigga, this ain't bowling. You know what I'm saying? The follow through, like you got to. No, once he let it go and that leg started leaning forward, I knew he wasn't comfortable with that release. Because NBA players, they don't do that. They release every day, all day. Boom, 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 boom. He don't practice. No. Because his leg, when he started leaning forward, like you said, you know what I'm talking about. When he came forward, he was shooting it. He was just like, you could tell he was trying to give it extra. You know, he didn't have the energy for it.
Go ahead. What was you about to say?
I just said he tried too hard. I just think he tried too hard.
I think I was having too good of a night for us to win that game too, because I was at Forecastle. I was at a music festival, so I'm at the music festival, and around 8:45, I'm having one of the best times of my life. I'm like, Miami finna lose this game. I'm not even watching it, but I'm like, my night is gonna go too perfect if Miami win this game, and I ain't watched not one quarter, not 1 second. As soon as we walking out the festival, I'm like, yo, what's the score? It was 96-98 or whatever it was with 26 seconds left. I was like, oh man, it's over. I was like, I doubt we go to OT. I just knew it. I just felt bad. I was like, it's over. It's over.
So your daddy was at the damn Tank Davis fight.
Yeah.
They was at the Tank Davis fight. I ain't got to fuck with him yet. I know he's traveling back from the fight, so I will leave him alone till tomorrow.
Yeah, leave us alone, please. Hey, I told none of my homeboys they could pull up on me. I told Nate, don't come over here. I told a few niggas, don't call me today. Talk to me tomorrow. I need a 24-hour grace period. Leave me alone.
Then knock the nigga out of man and the motherfuckers.
Well, you thought the other dude was gonna win?
No, I'm just saying I didn't get to see it. I wanted to see him knock that motherfucker out.
Has Tank lost the fight yet?
Yeah, he lost the fight. I watched that fight he lost. I can't remember who it was to, but it was somebody who really shit to beat him. But I watched that fight. He lost. He got his ass. Well, I want to say he got knocked out, if I'm mistaken. But he lost. He damn sure lost that fight.
Oh, okay. Did you listen to any of them songs from last week?
No, I ain't listened no more, but I got the gist of it when I listened to it originally. I already told you, I mean, nigga, if it takes me more than 4 or 5 times, if it takes anybody more than a couple of songs to listen to you, it ain't be good. I mean, it just ain't for me.
That's funny. All right, so I discovered a new rapper this week.
I ain't came up on nobody new this week. I ain't heard nobody new that I like this week.
I discovered a new nigga, and I mean, let me explain to you how I discovered him. I heard the name in the city, huh?
There's no such thing as discovering a new nigga.
Well, anyway, I found out about him as a new artist. Me, next time, figured out who he was. I just knew the name. I never knew who he was. His name JPEG Mafia. And I go there and I'm like, I know this name, but I don't know what kind of music this motherfucker make. What's gonna happen? So I'm asking the people in the crowd. It's a music festival. Everybody there, white boys now and white girls, are saying, oh, he's a top 5 rapper. Like, I put him up there with Kendrick. He's better than J. Cole. He's better than this person. He goes on stage. It is the most alternative weirdo rap like I've ever heard. And I'm like,
but did you fuck with it?
What is going on here? Honestly, no. Not for the first 5 songs. I'm like, this dude is just not my style. But he's producing everything himself. He's rapping everything himself. Hey, he's a 30-year-old nigga by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like
he been doing this.
He's 30 plus years old, but I don't know if JPEG, you know, JPEG has just been popular. How long ago? What? 2 years?
I think he's had a constant fan base. He's like alternative as fuck.
I've heard of him before. I knew you talking about.
Oh, okay. So it just amazes me how music is.
I know who we talking about, but I've heard of him before. You know
Yeah.
that I've Big Mafia. I've heard that name before, and that nigga's been around for some years. I didn't know if he was a nigga or a white boy. That I didn't get into it, but I've heard that name. You know, for years ago.
Same here. I didn't know what the fuck it was or nothing like that.
But that's not odd. You heard of Insane Clown Posse?
And that's where I was getting to. I was saying, I was like, where or how do you get into this lane where you can be damn, you made me lose my point. The motherfucker with the bald head, all the different colors. He be touring across the country. Oh my God. Strange music.
Talking about Tech Nine?
Tech Nine. How the fuck do you get into that Tech Nine lane? Because he's definitely in that lane.
Tech Nine's dope.
No, I'm gonna tell you how. Rock and roll. That's what they dive into that. The same dudes and white boys that be engineering in the fucking studio. When y'all leave and y'all done gave them y'all money or us, we leave. You know, back when I was doing it, we get them their money. The motherfucker be sitting in there with that white boy, sitting in that motherfucker, making motherfucking music. And that white boy passing on to his other white boys, and he go to the bar and he the coolest motherfucker at the bar, and that motherfucker bar got 700 people in it.
So so that leads me to the next artist that I discovered at this damn festival named Ty Verdes. Ty Verdes has only been out for a year. His album's only been out for a year. He posted his first song on TikTok 2 years ago. It caught flames. Now he's touring the world doing his Thug Thizzle. But I watched his whole set and he didn't do anything but rap. The same way Wale raps, J. Cole raps, everybody raps, but his raps were happier and he performed them with the live band. What is confusing me is how does this live band aspect or these rappers, these dudes, these are just rappers, but they're marketing themselves outside of rap to become.
Now, live bands is beast stuff. You know, when you perform a live band, for one, you put yourself into way more venues because you got venues that will take the band without you. You know what I mean? And that's something this is a subject which I wish I could call, Darnell on, because he'd be able to really elaborate on it. Otherwise, watch what he did with the live bands. And there's venues, he out there like fucking, I don't like it. Niggas talk shit about it. But you're going to get that when you dealing with a live band. Because the live band going to get a show for you, period. Live band will get a show in a restaurant. You know what I mean? And they'll get a show if it ain't just but the flute player and the guitar player. And then they say, well, Tuesday night, let me come in here and slide in here. And they bring a 5-piece band instead of a 2 or 3-piece band. So the band, a band, is going to get you everywhere you got to go. You can get, if you got a live band, it's better than hip-hop music over fucking CD.
Well, it's time for the time travelers. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's definitely getting closer. It's like the more and more I watch it, because at the hip-hop seminar I went to, the dude said for every song.
No, that shit has been eternal. Period. Eternal. A live band is always gonna get a show. Period. I know niggas who, they don't do nothing but sit in Charleston, and they live off of playing the drums. I know niggas who be on the road playing the drums. I know niggas who be on the road playing the bass. I know niggas who sit in the same spot and play the saxophone and live.
Chuck it.
Hey, like if you play a live instrument, you are way more valuable than a nigga who think he's the artist.
And that's what the cheat code was for the music festival.
I'm gonna just say I don't think I've ever agreed with you more than what you just said right now. I ain't gonna lie. As a former band nigga and just someone who's always appreciated music, not just rap, that shit real. I definitely feel like a nigga. If you play a live instrument, bro, you can eat forever.
And that's what I've learned over this weekend. It's like you can't just market yourself as a rapper no more. Like it's not gonna get you nowhere. I don't know if it ever could. Look, that's what he just said. It never could. Now that I'm looking at it, like you have to be something more. Like you have to be. I don't know no niggas that just rap. Even the niggas that we think just rap, they're not selling you rap. They're selling you drug. They're selling you gangster. They're selling you this thing.
I mean, this generation has always been the case. You know, niggas nowadays, you're not just a rapper, bro. You an engineer, you a producer as well. You fuck around, you a model because you got your own clothing line. You know what I'm saying? With niggas doing more by themselves, they may not like be smart enough to market it that way. I was trying to tell, I was trying to tell Jock that the other day. I was like, bruh, you at a point where you can't drop a bad song, right? So guess what? Ain't nobody like really craving over your music. What, you gonna drop another fire verse? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the fault in the stars. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, bruh, you have the drive to make music, bruh. You could go all these niggas you know that you compete with to make music, shit like that. You can get $50 an hour from these niggas just to record their music and shit like that. You can literally be recording your competition. And if you want to, make that shit sound worse than yours. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying there's more like into it. There's more in this music shit than just rapping and trying to make it off of being a rapper, bro. You got to think about what's going to set you up for longevity. Because even when you stop rapping, you're going to try to fall into a label or build some shit out. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, might as well do that shit now.
And it goes.
Hey, well, what I was going to say is that is the perfect PSA for why when you become 27, 28 years old, you are at the end of your career. If you have not signed a contract that is worth some money. This is why I retired, because nobody, if you're 30 years old, is going to sit down in my office. I don't give a fuck if that shit is in a strip mall in motherfucking Atlanta. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to say, what you want to do with yourself? You going to be a rapper? Yeah, nigga, I'm going to be a rapper for the next 10 years. Oh, fuck. You going to be a sorry-ass rapper in the next 10 years. That's all you got going. You want to do all of this shit. You want to be, what you say, your clothing line, your production company, your YouTube channel. You want to do all of that shit. So why in the fuck would I put my money behind your big 30-year-old ass?
Because
freaking the time period, though. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, for my generation, this is before the internet. Y'all have shrunken the time period. It makes sense for anybody to put money behind a rapper. It doesn't make any sense. I could just sit here online and watch trending, whatever is trending or whatnot, and do that, and I will make more money than I would plucking your ass from obscurity and putting money behind you just for you, your ungrateful ass, to turn around 5 years later and say you want to do all of this shit. This what you want to do? No, nigga, I need you to make these motherfucking hits.
Nah, but this is also, and you've said this to me off camera. I'm gonna get you to say it on camera too. But that's why niggas sign shitty deals. Because the label be like, yo, you're 20 whatever, and you want to do movies and commercials and everything like that. Yeah, I need to cut off all of it. That's that 360. And if you can contribute and bring enough people, sometimes the 360 is worth it. Because like you said, what is 100% of zero? Zero, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to taking your 55, 45%, if you get that much, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Shit, I wish every time a motherfucker said I could do this, I wish I'd have said, all right, then let's go. He might have raped me and took me across the coast, but you know what? I might would have made a name and moved along to something else and got something else. You see what I'm saying? And I mean,
Joe Budden said it. He recently said this on his podcast and played a clip where it's like, employees do shit for money, entrepreneurs do shit for free. And I didn't quite understand it, but this is another example. I understood it, but this is another example of it. Because you might see, oh, I'm just getting fucked by the label. But no, this is your entry fee. This is you. This is your free labor for you to now, as an entrepreneur, go make your own money somewhere else. Now, if you make enough money doing that something else, you will then find a way to come back with leverage to get yourself out of that shitty deal. But if your ass don't never go and find some leverage, find your own way, your own grounding, you're going to be fucked for forever. And you're never meant to be in these positions. You'll always be an employee.
That's your work ethic, though, too. That's how much you have faith in yourself a lot, too. You know, and with me personally, I was dealing with 10 niggas. You know, we was supposed to be second coming of Wu-Tang. We had gang of niggas, you know what I'm saying, from different places. They could fucking rap. You know what I'm saying? And then them niggas started to weed themselves out. But we started to deal with all that decision making, like you say, entrepreneurs do shit for free. I wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like now, I ride. I might take a shitty load for this broker, but this broker calls me every fucking time he has this load. You see what I'm saying? And I'm getting more out of it than I did the first couple of times that I ran for him. And then when I go to another city, I go to Atlanta. He does a lot of work out in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta now. Guess what I'm doing when I wake up in the morning after I drop this motherfucking load? I'm gonna send him a text message and say, yeah, the load he had for me was shitty. The price he had for me in Charleston, but it's just right across the street. It didn't cost me nothing, but I could have got more. That's what an entrepreneur do. Entrepreneur gonna say, man, fuck it, all right. The load normally is a 250 load. I took it 200. Actually, I didn't pay attention to it the first time. I took it 200. Then I come back. He called me back again. He got the same load. Now, I didn't know it was the same load. I said, no, I need 250 for it. But I did everything right. I did my shit the right way. He called me back. I get 250. So now I can get that same load anytime I'm in Charleston. He called. I just got the bitch Friday. And I came home. I was home. Wasn't even planning on doing shit. Motherfucker call up. Hey, I jump on it. 250. That's easy 250. They come up there. Now when I go to Atlanta, like tomorrow, when I drop this load that I brought to Atlanta today, I'm calling this motherfucker as soon as I get up. Hey, you got any straight truck load coming out of Atlanta? He know I do good work. So I did that shit for a shitty load to start with. But
now he see the quality of work is worth the extra 50 because I know he gonna get it there. And I'm looking. Say it again.
Fuck that. I ain't doing that for that. I ain't doing it for 2. My truck don't move for 250. All right, my truck don't move for 250 to go right across the street. All right, that's what you do. But I'm gonna do this, and now I got a constant plug. I got the man's cell phone number. I ain't online bidding with every other thousands or hundreds of trucks that's in my area bidding on this load that he got. He done called me before he posted bitch. Hey, let's see what he got. Oh, you available? Yeah, you go.
Yeah. And now the negotiations between y'all as well. Like it's just different. Like he might have something that need to go a little bit further. You get to set the rate. It's your rate. What do you need? And I feel like you was about to say something, Wiz.
I was just saying, It's all about building that connection. So that's why y'all need to hit us up for social media promotion. And this is also why I be pissed off when niggas be upset about paying to perform. I'm like, nigga, you pay for your draws, you pay for your beats, you pay for your studio time, you can pay for this motherfucking stage time. But that's all.
Here we go. Go ahead. Get on this. Hey, you know I was worried about today's episode, but
You never have to with the contrarian on there.
you never have to with this motherfucker on here.
All right. I mean, I know I'm bad for business right now. I just don't agree with if the stage time. Don't get me wrong, y'all can pull back anybody who's been listening, and I know this shit archived. Wizard got it archived on YouTube. When your man was on here that performed with Jeezy, I'm for paying to perform for those kinds of shows, and we didn't have that in my day.
Hey, let me
see. We the $200 low right now.
Huh?
I said we the $200 low right now, but we know the nigga that can get you to the $250 low.
What's the price? I ain't talking about the price. What I'm saying is, I don't believe if there's no major players in the building, I'm not there. Put it that way.
You would have been proud. We was in the discussion trying to plan the next show or whatever. I said, man, fuck it. This ain't no motherfucking showcase. This ain't no motherfucking talent show. I said, we having a motherfucking party. Don't ask me no shit. And that nigga pull up. Pull up.
Hey, let me tell you what's so funny. CEO was in the call like, what's wrong with the word showcase? What's wrong with the word talent show? And hey, me and Wiz is on the call like, it's a long talk, bro.
You don't even know, bro. There's a lot wrong with that motherfucking word. Let me tell you.
You done pissed us off. Say it again.
Yeah, no, nigga. Tell them, nigga, look up the archives, nigga. And nigga, we got a long motherfucker. It's a long explanation for what I'm saying. With nigga, we finna have a fucking party. Have a fucking party, and people will come to a party. Then you show them some talent.
I literally, I was like, yeah, it's about that time. I'll through with it because I'm not angry, right? It's just like I have no other way to fight it. You know what I'm saying? Like at this very moment, bro, nigga, we can have two artists, bro. Fuck it. Like I just want people to be there. Cause at the end of the day, that's what makes sense. I was gonna ask you about that forecastle shit, bro. Like that's like a perfect example. Talk about like from when you first walked in. Did you even know there's that many people in Louisville? Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I know that shit was lit.
Forecastle is a music festival in Louisville. It's a 3-day festival, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The headliner for Friday was Jack Harlow. The headliner for Saturday was Tame Impala. The headliner for Sunday was Tyler, the Creator. In between that was a bunch of other acts, notable names that I knew, niggas like Earl Sweatshirt, Black Pumas, Tay Verdes. I'm trying to think of somebody you might know. Nobody there that you was gonna know for real though. No OG black acts. Say it again.
I knew the headliner.
You knew the headliners, yeah, for sure. JPEG Mafia, like I said earlier, 100 Gets, bands, a couple bands. Wale, my bad. Put some respect on Wale name. Wale was there. Black was there. 6 Black. His name Black, but niggas think of know him as 6 Black. But Black and that's pretty much it. Like I ain't gonna hold you. That's pretty much as for big names. But going to an event like that, it's the same rules, low key, Wiz. That I didn't even think about it until you said that. But there were so many people who were there that didn't care who was going on the stage because you don't know half the people, which means in hindsight, they're just there to have a good time and hang out for a couple of hours with music, be able to dance, food, drinks, even knowing it's overpriced and everything. They came to see one artist. So
no, they didn't. No.
You don't think every person there came to see one artist?
No, they probably were excited to see what artists. No, they definitely can because this forecast on this is the biggest thing happening in the city this weekend. Facts.
But they came to see the entire show. And you know why I was getting on y'all about the showcase thing, right? You can't have 20 artists in the fucking room and all of them be fucking good. But when you get to these kind of festivals, you get to where if it's 20, I mean, I'm sure if it's 3 days, they ran all day and pretty much halfway into the night. And so you got at least 10 acts that's taking the stage each day. 5 of them is somebody's group. You see what I'm saying? Because they're that good. I mean, if they performing in the festival, that's what's called good fucking music. That's all that is. Nobody got to know your name. I done seen plenty of people open up for niggas and I ain't know who the fuck they was, but I ended up.
They had 16 the first night, 16 the first night, 12 the second night. Only 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 the second night, 3, 6, 9, 10. 15 the second night. So 17, 15, 15.
Of established artists. There ain't nobody who's taking the stage the same night as Tyler Creator that ain't an established artist.
In fact, I was thrown off because I didn't know who the fuck Black Pumas was. Have you ever heard of Black Pumas?
Nigga, yes. Nigga, yes.
I know you have. You got excited when I said it.
What'd you say?
Hey, and I didn't know I knew Tame Impala.
Yeah, you definitely know Tame Impala.
Tame Impala, you know Tame Impala. Like, I got out there.
What
So I
song
got
is
out
it?
there. Tame Impala, it's a white band with some, like, they got some hits. Huh?
I mean, if he got a big song, I might know him, but if you can't play it and tell me the one song, I don't know it.
He got a big ass song that basically Rihanna remixed for one of her songs. She literally just redid the song basically.
I don't know it.
Hold on, I'm finna cut it on.
Either way, white people love him.
That's too many steps down for Rihanna.
You know this song?
Hey, can you play it through the thing? Where's the playing the shit through the thing? I can't hear it when you play it on the speaker. If Wiz can play it through the...
Hey, give me share screen capabilities. You know, you got your interface and shit hooked up. It ain't gonna let me. It ain't gonna come out right with you. Pause.
What's
right.
the nigga name? Timon and Pumbaa?
No, Tame Impala. This nigga said Timon and Pumbaa. You was ugly as hell.
What is that? Nigga named Timon and Pumbaa, right?
Nah, Tame, like... Go ahead.
I was gonna say Black Pumas is hard, but Tame Impala, he's definitely hard. The main dude, his name is Kevin. I think he's like Australian or something like that. But it's like some shit you hear in the mall, but it's like real groovy. It's like real funky.
I heard it. That shit don't come on Hip Hop Nation.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No.
No, you got to connect to your speaker.
It ain't that big of a deal because I don't know these niggas nowhere.
What you see that is that 100 million plays right there.
Yeah, or YouTube. That's just YouTube. Anyway, they perform. Go ahead.
I think the internet should have a time limit on it. I said this on the show for real though, because I don't like these old motherfucking subscribers and these old motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, views being contributed to people's current success. You see what I'm saying?
Usually how it goes, because the numbers get so high, it takes a while for it to get that way. You know what I'm saying? It's getting those consistent like 10,000, 20,000 plays a day, you know what I'm saying? But because we're dealing with such big numbers, you're not going to notice it. You're not going to notice the change or the growth in the motherfucker. Let's say go another 10 million, 100 million, you know what I'm saying? It's gradual. I think that song itself is like 3, 4 years old at least.
That's what I'm saying. So at this point, some of them old ass views need to get thrown out the gate.
No, not at all.
Nah,
let me tell you
that's how
why.
you go diamond. That's how you go diamond. You can't go diamond if your shit like expire after 5 years.
Nobody went diamond in one weekend except for Michael Jackson. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's 5 niggas.
Sales. People walked in, bought it, carry it home, and have it tangible. You don't do that with internet views and listens because, like I said, I could fall asleep playing YouTube tonight, and there's going to be at least 30 people that's going to get views from that.
Yeah.
Why? I fell asleep.
And,
Yeah,
label,
but it-
and
hey.
label and labels buy CDs. Next question. Because the moment I figured that out, bro, that blew my mind, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was like an old video, like Drake and J. Cole. Like Drake went and
Buying
bought
each
J.
other's
Cole. But
CDs.
yeah, I was like, wait, hold on. No, y'all both just bought like 1,000 copies, bro. Hold on, bro. How many did y'all sell? Hold on.
Pretty much. That shit did go on, goddamn it. Bitch, we bought them shit and gave them out, goddamn it. That was the free shit. That was the free shit that you got.
On a meet and greet ticket, you get a free CD. Nigga, what?
Hey, that's why they banned Prince. Every time you bought a concert ticket, you got a free CD. So then he started counting them as album sales. And then he went like, because his tour sold out the same day he dropped his album. And then he went like ridiculous. And it was, yep. And then DJ Khaled tried to do it with energy drinks. And that's what happened with him and Tyler, the Creator. That's how they started fighting each other.
See, make it a whole question though. Like, so this shit been going on because our thing today, everybody act like it's brand new, but like artists these days, because the thing that's hip now is to like, you know, everybody want to be cool, look cool on Instagram. So you got merch and shit like that, like different little items and shit like that, and they bundling it and they bundling with they digital copies, and they so it counts as a full album sale, but they're basically still selling it digitally. You know what I'm saying? Just adding some extra shit to it. Has that always been going on as far as you know, or like what's different now that they wasn't doing back in the day?
No, they definitely that whole bundling and all of that and counting it as, I mean, maybe, you know, cats that was real major was doing stuff like that. The Whitney Houston, you know, well, I know they was kind of closest thing I can think of is like maybe like soundtracks. They was using soundtracks as, you know what I'm saying, there might be a single on a soundtrack, but it was also on this person's album. And they was getting credit because the soundtrack blew, but they had a song on the soundtrack to this movie, and then they was getting this credit also on the album. Which was
yeah.
You know, that's kind of like close thing I can think of that I remember of anybody doing something like that. If that wasn't connected to like major shit, like, I mean, if you talk about like you know, something connected to the E.T. movie or some shit, I don't know about that. You know what they was doing with that kind of shit, but you know, soundtrack.
They was doing it. They was doing that because there's a couple of songs from specifically Ghostbusters that come to the top of my head. I can't remember the man who made the Who You Gonna Call? Ghostbusters. It's a black dude. He's famous, but he got 2 other songs that's on that album that are also on his regular album that he dropped after the soundtrack. So they do that with streaming, but I don't know how that would help an album other than making people go buy the album again to get the song again. But I've already got the song on my CD.
Dude, what it was they was getting credit for it. I don't know. It was something like they was getting credit for it. Like, take one of the Romeo Must Die soundtrack. That movie. They had a soundtrack for the movie. They have a soundtrack for the movie.
Aaliyah, right?
And DMX and Chang Wang, one of the Chang Wang niggas.
Yeah, I know Romeo. It's got Aaliyah in it too, don't it?
Yeah, Aaliyah. Yeah. But I'm just pulling a movie out my ass that had a soundtrack to it. So somebody would submit a song for the soundtrack, and that song also would be on. Oh shit! I think I'm about to lose battery. Hold up. That song, no, but that song will also be on their album. So that song on the soundtrack wasn't a single. You know, it wasn't a single, just on the soundtrack. When that soundtrack sold so much, and that soundtrack was the popping soundtrack for the time, or that soundtrack was, it was just a popping album because people bought soundtracks back then. It was just a compilation. It was compilations. That's why you don't see them no more, because niggas like DJ Khaled do all the compilations. You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't see soundtrack movies. Movies to the, you know what I'm saying? Albums, soundtrack albums. You don't see that shit no more. Because niggas put out compilations, just do it on their own. So back then, and then they put it on their soundtrack, but it was also on their album. They would get that credit. You see what I'm saying?
This is what I think the soundtrack game got bad because it got so expensive to get all these different artists on a soundtrack. So where I can just can I finish up? As opposed to just hiring one nigga to do the whole thing. So lately there has been popping soundtracks lately. I don't know if you hip, but all these soundtracks, if you don't like that one specific artist, you may not enjoy the soundtrack. Hence the Black Panther album, that whole soundtrack is done by Kendrick Lamar. Granted, he got other niggas featured on it, but it's a Kendrick Lamar album essentially. Another example would be Pharrell did all the soundtrack for Despicable Me, the cartoon. That's where the song, Because I'm Happy, Happy, clap along if you feel. That's from a soundtrack of Despicable Me.
Thank you. That's the perfect example of what I'm talking about. It's on the soundtrack of Despicable Me, but I guarantee you, ain't that on Pharrell's album? Pharrell had a whole album. Okay.
It was. He only probably made an album because of that song.
What I'm saying is, when you say that they go to the soundtrack, that's not what happened to the soundtrack. What happened to the soundtrack is DJs, because they already did that. There was already a captain of a soundtrack. Like, that's how Cube did a lot of shit. Cube did. Whitney Houston, Preacher's Wife. That was a Whitney Houston album. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was put in these people's hands, like, okay, it got to the point where, okay, we're not just going to make a soundtrack where we try to compile everybody. Okay, we'll just make somebody to the base of it. And then we'll work off of there. I think it was another one that Jay-Z was...
American Gangster. Jay-Z did the soundtrack for American Gangster.
Captain of the ship. That was already going on. But then the DJs just started doing compilations albums, and what the fuck is the use of a soundtrack?
You think street DJ compilation albums is what slowed down movie soundtracks?
Yeah.
I just don't see that.
Still accessible to artists.
So you telling me DJ Clue, DJ Quick, and is that why the FBI came and got him?
No, like Drama.
DJ Drama, DJ Clue.
Them dudes, after Clue with them, they didn't have no impact on that. I'm talking about like Drama, Khaled,
DJ Envy.
Envy. You know, that generation of mixtape DJs, when they started putting out official albums.
Yeah, I don't believe that DJ Envy, maybe DJ Khaled. I mean, it's just I just need a little bit more.
That's what I'm saying. Khaled, that's why I keep saying his name, because he's the main one that crushed that shit. Fuck is a soundtrack. Khaled doing it for way cheaper. I just go by Khaled.
I think you can add artists in there too, like you were saying, next time Kendrick and them to go along with Jay-Z and them, you know what I'm saying? It was more just like them taking control of that. Like Unc said, why try to do it all ourselves for the movie when we can get an artist?
Man, why even spend the money on that? Why even spend the money on that? We just fucking buy it. We just pay copyright for the song, a song. And it's cheaper than coming out with a whole soundtrack, a whole album. I got a whole motherfucker I got to pay to oversee this shit. Man, fuck all that. Whatever song we use, we might buy one song to be the original song. If they do that, how many movies come out? They got an original song to go with it.
A few of them. That's why I'm confused.
Bullshit. Now I'm talking about major motion pictures, nigga.
Yeah, it's not
Queen
that,
and
it's not
Slim
that
had
much.
original song.
What
Black
was the
Panther had
original
original song. Like, what do you mean? Like lately? Let me like
Okay, let's go to
any
Black
Disney
Panther.
movie.
Beyonce.
Huh?
Hey, nigga. So let's just go pay Beyonce.
So you
Why
saying,
go on it, nigga?
ooh, I got you. Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah.
Soundtrack fire. Compilation. For sure, compilation.
Good. So what? Good. Good.
and that album's hard. It's super hard.
Do we make up me? No. Well, I was gonna pay Beyonce
to go do the Lion King soundtrack.
If she wanted to do it, I go spend all that money on Alicia Keys if she ready to come out. I go spend all that money on Jill Scott if she ready to come out. I go spend all that money any way you want me to spend it. The soundtrack shit game is dead.
Tyler, the Creator, did the whole Grinch soundtrack.
What you say?
Tyler, the Creator, did the Grinch soundtrack. Pharrell did Despicable Me. Like, I don't see how you're saying the soundtrack game is dead.
Talking about white people shit.
Oh man, it's talking about white people shit.
I think, guys, it's like, I think what Unc is saying is just like, no, like, there's not no, like, the movie company, you know what I'm saying? Like, the company themselves, they not like coming out with an original soundtrack for the movie. If it's not curated by artists, if it's not like, you know what I'm saying, and basically an artist album, that it's not even a thing.
Oh, so we saying the same thing.
Pretty much.
We just arguing in two different ways. Okay, let me shut the hell up.
Hey, that's some funny shit, man. I never met this nigga Wiz a day in my life. Goddamn, I always seen that nigga's on. That nigga be understanding and deciphering what the fuck I'm trying to say half the time, though.
Cause Lit, you gotta think, you're how you doing him and how he does me. So this is how we argue when you're not here. That's how I know y'all fucking family, cause y'all the fucking same.
That nigga decipher the fuck out of whatever I say. I'd be like, damn, I'm trying to
Oh, wait, bro. I didn't mean to knock my chair over, bro. But I don't do you as bad as Unc do us, bro. Let's keep.
Cause sometimes it be me. Sometimes I be on that. And then you be like, nah, I just don't see it. I don't see it. I'm like, nigga, how not? I knew this nigga. I knew me and this nigga was gonna be friends forever, bro. We was in New York and we was arguing about some petty shit, bro. We was arguing about something, and this nigga looked me in my face and said, "Well, I don't know, bro. I just know I'm always right." And I looked at this nigga and said, "Well, me too, nigga. Like, so what? Now we both right. Like, now what?" I was like, I'm about to ride out with this nigga.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm right.
Me too. So what now, nigga?
I don't know, but I'm right, motherfucker. I know that goddamn much. I know what you saying ain't gonna motherfucker turn out right. We gonna motherfucker go. We gonna go. What we do is right. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'll walk then.
That sound like this nigga too, bro. That's crazy.
On me, bro. Hey, it's sometimes that shit just sound. What I've learned from these niggas, my dad, my grandfather, my aunt, is if it seemed easy, it probably ain't it. And Wiz, you like easy shit sometimes, bro. I'm not gonna hold you,
Hey,
bro. You be
I
like,
feel
it's
like
so simple.
I
And I'm
feel
like,
like
it probably ain't that simple.
the world be trying to make it that way though. I feel like okay, it ain't got to be that simple, but if we got to make a decision, I'm gonna make a decision, nigga. Fuck all that. Like it is what it is, and I'm gonna go with it.
Man, that internet shit, it just seems like, well, damn, well, fuck. If anybody could just make some goddamn money doing this shit, why am I fucking around and working? Why am I fucking working?
I ask myself this every day.
And put shit out for somebody else to watch. Well, who the fuck is going to end that damn pyramid scheme? Because somebody got to do all the watching. Somebody got to do the spending. Somebody got to do the paying.
Hey, I do agree with that. That's why we not just going direct to viewer. You know what I'm saying? We trying to handle the niggas who's trying to get the viewership. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where we at. We try to attack the source because there's more and more niggas in that route versus somebody who's just going to sit down and watch some shit.
Now, I like now, don't get me wrong. The internet, to me, from what I've seen, is the best for a comedian. If you're a comedian, this should be prime fucking time for you right now, goddamn. I mean, the comedians is killing it. I mean, they got to be killing it. If you ain't killing it right now, and you a comedian, you just ain't fucking funny.
Hey, that's why T.I. trying to figure it out. We know we never talked about that. How you feel about T.I. doing stand-up? How the fuck we missing a topic that big?
I mean, something about you starting to do stand up, but you ain't never brought it to me. So I figure you was working on it and trying to do what you do.
No, I ain't saying me. I do stand up. I go places and tell jokes. I'm funny, but I'm talking about T.I. telling jokes. Like, how do you feel about T.I., the artist from?
I brought it up because I haven't, and I was wondering why I have not seen it. And I'm not, I don't be online, but even my girl, she always keep me abreast. And she know I'd be like, damn, you ain't never seen no underground clip of T.I. on stage? No. I was like, well, shit, that shit must be horrible then if you ain't never seen nothing from the nigga on stage. Like, I don't know. I've never seen, have you seen any clips of him or?
There's clips, but the clips that I saw, wasn't it like controversy? Wasn't he cussing somebody out or something?
Well, I know he got a controversy because a lot of comedians didn't like the way he was, skipping line because he got the Shaq All-Star Comedy Jam during All-Star Weekend for the NBA, and that's a coveted, that's a legitimate like annual shit that's been going on.
Wait, T.I. hosting it?
No, he was performing. He performed at it. He was a headliner. Like,
did you hear about him skipping in front of Godfrey?
Yeah, I heard about it, but I didn't see the show or nothing like that. I heard that guy.
Well, nobody's seen clips of him doing stand-up.
What happened was he didn't actually bounce Godfrey or nothing like that. I heard like two sides of the story on that.
Yeah, but I mean, he went after Godfrey. Godfrey felt like nobody's supposed to go after me. I'm the headliner. But I'm in Atlanta. T.I. like, fuck that shit. You should have said something to me. And don't kiki in my face and then talk shit about me behind my back on the podcast. That's where the beef happened. But what I'm saying is, I ain't no clips of T.I. doing stand-up yet because T.I. don't want no clips of him doing stand-up yet. See, he's practicing on big boy stages. Like, he's not practicing in the dark room, in the tunnel. He's practicing getting paid. Like, he's practicing and cutting in front of going after Godfrey. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
Atlanta, though. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm sure T.I. could do it. I'm a T.I. fan. I think that nigga can do anything he want to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to talking. But I heard somebody was saying that the reason why it ain't out there like that and you can't catch it is because it's really just him practicing for Red Fox. He's supposed to be doing a biopic for Red Fox.
that would be fire.
Now, if he's doing a Red Fox movie, and that's what he's doing out there doing this comedy and shit, is shit. That's
crazy.
Gonna be fucking. Hey.
Everybody gonna feel like a dumbass.
Yeah,
everybody gonna feel real stupid if that's the case.
I would be.
You gonna be one of those?
Yeah, hell yeah, because I did not know that.
But this is one. I don't think he'll be like him as Red Fox. You think that's good? You think that's gonna be?
That's as good as Mike Epps playing Richard Pryor, which they haven't put together yet.
I think Eddie Griffin would be a better Richard Pryor, but that's just me.
Nah, Eddie Griffin,
Eddie Griffin would.
He got the sweat.
I don't think it would work because he already got too many of them jokes. Like we already done heard his impression.
Yeah,
Richards.
Yeah, you know that's his idol and shit.
Yeah, he didn't ask for it a few times, but so we done seen Mike Epps' impression too.
Right.
I've never seen the impression, but Mike Epps got that swag. Mike Epps got Richard Pryor's swag, and that's what's going to carry him. I mean, that's just the perfect. Shit, Mike Epps say shit. He doesn't been signed the contract to do the shit. You don't know what the fuck where it's at. You don't know what he's supposed to do with it.
That's a good topic. Who needs a biopic?
Oh, there's a few people. I want to do Stevie, so I'm taking my time. I hope they don't. Yeah, Stevie Wonder needs a biopic, but I want to play Stevie. I ain't gonna cap.
You said you want to be Stevie?
I want to be Stevie. Al Green need a biopic. I think with Keith Stanfield would make a great Al Green. Am I tripping? I don't see no reaction from nobody.
Keith Stanfield, Al Green.
You said what?
I don't know the actor you talk about.
Lakeith Stanfield is the goofy nigga in Atlanta, the TV show Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
He's also in you seen that cowboy movie on Netflix with all the black people in it?
The Harder They Fall.
The Harder They Fall.
The main character in that?
No,
he's the one that's got the fast draw. Not the one that talk a whole lot of shit, the one that did the countdown and shot the nigga quick.
He's Cherokee Bill.
Cherokee Bill.
Yeah, in Atlanta. That's fucked up. He ain't goofy in Atlanta. That's why he threw me off. That nigga ain't goofy.
He is goofy in Atlanta.
He's me in real life. That's me in real life.
That is you in real life. That is you in real life.
You see him that's why I was like, hold on, there's only 3 niggas in the ATS. So I was like, okay, maybe I don't know who you're talking about. There's only 3 niggas in that show. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, that dude, oh yeah. Yeah, I can see him as Al Green.
He would go crazy as Al Green.
I like that.
The one with when every time I see this picture, I just see Lakeith doing that picture. You know, the one with the shirt off and the gun pointing.
Yeah. I like that. I like to see him and Al Green. That would be nice because that boy's good.
He need a biopic though. I would love to see him embrace a person. And to me, it just seems like the person that gives off that aura the most.
That would be sweet for him, knowing Al Green stuff. Or even Marvin Gaye. He pull off Marvin Gaye too.
Oh wait, is Marvin? I might be thinking of Marvin Gaye and said Al Green.
Gaye needs a biopic. If anybody needs a biopic, it needs to be Marvin Gaye.
I might have said Marvin. I met Marvin Gaye. I said Al Green, but I met Marvin Gaye. I had to look up the pictures. Yeah, this nigga, he looks like Marvin Gaye. That could be Lakeith Stanfield. That ain't doing it no justice. Y'all, I got share screen. I don't know why. This is all this technology.
Look alike. Al Green and Marvin Gaye don't look alike.
I know. I'm talking about Lakeith Stanfield and Marvin Green look alike.
Well, y'all niggas is old. Y'all got to look up Al Green and Marvin. I mean, y'all niggas is young. Y'all just got to look up who Al Green and Marvin Gaye is.
Yeah, I got them mixed up.
To see who Al Green is. That's Marvin Gaye right there.
That's Marvin Gaye. This is who Lakeith Stanfield could play.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Actually, you need to put Donald Glover on that.
Who?
Marvin Gaye's story is just is I mean,
he got shot by his daddy, right?
Yeah.
Twice, right?
I was saying put Donald Glover on the job.
I would like to see. I always thought about that a long time ago because I think I seen him even pushing to try to do it. But yeah, that Donald Glover is a beast to be doing that. I mean he
This, I'm not gonna lie though, this does look like Lakeith Stanfield. I might they both look like Lakeith, low key.
Story, that movie, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they could make some stories up about it and make it a good biopic. But Marvin Gaye's biopic, oh my God. You know the nigga had to make an album and gave that shit, everything to his wife. To his ex-wife.
What you mean? He made an album and all the profits he had to give to his wife?
Yes, and his divorce settlement.
Because the song was about her?
Had to put out an album and give it to her. And that nigga put out an album and that bitch was called For You, My Dear. And the cover of that bitch ain't got nothing but a tombstone. It's like a cemetery. Albums had to flip out and fold out. The whole shit wasn't up but a cemetery with all kind of dumbass tombstones on that shit. Like, fuck you, bitch.
Damn.
Order for this shit. I swear to God, I even put it in a rhyme. Like the nigga Marvin Gaye had to put out an album and give all the proceeds to his ex-wife. That was
Look at Wiz's face. Look at his face. Look at his face. I've never seen him look so
I would be appalled. I would be upset.
That's what they had to do. And this nigga called the album For You, My Dear.
Oh, man.
The album cover. And that bitch ain't up but a cemetery. and they put out a cemetery for the fucking. Hey, wait, pull that up on your screen. Hey, I'll pull up all For You, My Dear. Goddamn album. Goddamn, I guarantee you. I ain't lying.
Hey, who can get to it first?
Had to fucking put that shit on. Had to get a woman all the profit.
I'd be pissed.
Oh, you already got it?
Yeah.
You're here in the tutorial.
All right, got it up, bro. You still searching.
Oh, my bad.
This is why we
Here, my dear.
There you go.
For You, My Dear. Yeah.
I typed it in. This is all I see is Here, my dear.
For You, My Dear.
That's what I typed in. For You, my dear, Marvin Gaye. These are all the images that pop up.
Yeah.
These are all cemeteries. Oh, it's Monopoly. You finna get the same images? Click on the Monopoly one while you snatching the screen from me, motherfucker.
What you talking about, bro? What you talking about?
I was just about to click on that.
Bro, I did.
Look, did Marvin Gaye go? I was just about to click on that. You was a dickhead, bro. You just want to be, because you the tech nigga, that's your job. I can do tech shit too, nigga. Go back. Nah, go back.
One producer here. We only need one producer here.
Right, you got it, bro. You got it.
Nah, go ahead, bro. I was talking shit while you did the thing, bro. What you mean, bro? That's my job. I'm the talker, you the producer.
I am not producing shit. I am not that good at this, y'all. I promise you.
Look, hey, so he got a Monopoly board where the judge is in the middle and all his money is gone. Can you make that full screen? That is ugly. The details in it. That's what you saying when it opened up.
Dun, 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 dun. Whenever my shit want to load, it won't let me make it full screen, guys.
If you right click the image on Google, it might let you view like image something like that. But it's all right. But what is these mother things? Marvin Gaye need a biopic. I don't think Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye. Is there any women that need a biopic? We just thinking about niggas.
Man, shit, they get all they do and shit.
What you mean all they do?
Ain't nobody underappreciated no more. Shit. All right. Everybody getting their just due in society today. You get your shot, you get your shot. If you don't, you don't. Fuck. Oh, we got to have a woman. Man, fuck. All women getting everything they deserve, man. Shit, if somebody was famous woman come up, you think of one? Go ahead, think of one then, nigga.
I'm trying to. Amy Winehouse got one. It's gonna be short. She only need an hour, maybe. Oh, I ain't gonna say it like that. That's fucked up. Go ahead.
It's probably some underground bootleg shit, but I mean, you talking about a major motion.
Missy Elliott.
Why the fuck does she deserve a biopic? What was her struggle?
I didn't know it was deserved. I was
Missy.
just saying it.
Not Missy. You got to do a Something's in the Water movie where you try to encapsulate the Pharrell, Pusha T story, like all of Virginia at that same time. That would be hard.
This is a movie to y'all niggas?
You don't think that would be a good movie watching all the niggas from Virginia come up at the same time around Virginia?
No.
I think that would be hard. I would watch that. You get my $10.
It's nothing.
And plus,
hey, hold on. I gotta chill for a second, but there was nothing going on in Virginia. All you gonna do is show them niggas going to the club.
you're not gonna see the drug stories about Pusha T?
So what?
No, that's interested me.
It's interesting because we do not sell drugs or any illegal activities of any kind.
I'd rather see Jay-Z movie than Pusha T or any other nigga who sell dope.
I feel that. I definitely want to see Jay-Z.
Why? There's a reason why you haven't seen no Jay-Z movie.
What is it? What's the reason?
Because there is no movie to be made.
Meaning,
What about a Nas movie, but it got Jay-Z in it? He's like the anti-hero.
What is Nas' struggle that we ain't seen?
Jay-Z. Oh, well, I was about to say we ain't seen. Oh.
Movie about the real drug dealers that they talked about. Why the fuck we need a movie about them?
They already got those movies.
Them niggas didn't sell these drugs. They just talked about them.
Was they just that nice with it?
But there's already a movie about the actual people that they were talking about. Nas's movie was Belly. Nas has a movie. It was called Belly. Everybody who they talking about already got a movie.
So Jay-Z ain't sell no drugs?
hey, I was just about to say, is it paid in full? I was hoping you wasn't gonna say that.
God damn, I can't believe that.
Just to talk about these niggas for. And the other niggas who's on the other side of it, 50 Cent, wrap that up. We already got a movie. 50 Cent movie covering Fat Cat and Pappy in them. That was the other side of it. And then you got
Eminem had a movie.
Who?
Eminem. What was the catch on his movie?
We're not talking about that. We just talk about famous drug dealers. Because that's the only thing that you could make a movie for Jay-Z and Nas, like they were famous drug dealers. No, they weren't. They talked about famous drug dealers. They weren't famous drug dealers.
So wait, but in the Biggie movie, he wasn't a famous drug dealer, yet he got a movie. Granted, he died, and I understand the legacy behind it, but I'm saying, why can't we have a...
Biggie was a actual drug dealer. He wasn't famous. He wasn't what fucking Paid in Full was about AZ, you know what I'm saying? Alpo and Rich.
Oh, Fat Joe then.
Fat Joe was telling the story of a nigga named Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete still rolls with that nigga to this day. I don't know. I shouldn't say to this day, but I know when Pistol Pete got out, them niggas, the whole terror squad, they owed everything to a nigga named Pistol Pete. That was their legacy. They was Pistol Pete's gang. All the New York rappers were a nigga's gang. They were a nigga's gang. That's what it was.
And see, this is like something that I feel like has been a detriment to like our generation, right? I feel like our generation, when it comes to our gangster music, our rap, niggas forgot to tell us that them was just stories. We grew up thinking the hardest rapper was also the hardest drug dealer. Nobody said that. Like, nobody said that these niggas is lying. Like, I'm sitting here really dumbfounded. Like, what the fuck you mean Fat Joe ain't sell no crack?
Yeah, like, I'm really like the nigga's name is Joe Crack. And I really wanted to be like, all right, I'm gonna just let Unc have this because I ain't no way you're not finna fuck up. That's like telling me Superman ain't super. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, he's really not. Like, bro.
Years old, 10, 15. I ain't saying the nigga didn't sell no weight or didn't sell no drugs. But that nigga wasn't no motherfucking, he didn't work his way up by just selling all these motherfucking cakes and trying to motherfucking, and you know what I'm saying, moving this shit. No, that's not what happened. Y'all niggas actually, boy, y'all bought it for real. Y'all bought it worse than we did. We was there.
That's what I'm saying. That's why niggas is
that's
real
the
life
issue.
out here
you
on bullshit.
There. We're not there. All we can do is go back and listen and hear these niggas tell these same stories.
And I'm glad he brought that up because I wanted to talk about your boy. What's the boy's name? Gunner and Young Thug.
I knew you was gonna say that. I said what you said. I wanted to talk about.
Forgot all about it. Had he not said that?
Let me tell. All right. So wait. Let me get this straight, though. Damn, maybe forget my point. Golly, that's funny.
Oh, no, because y'all know more than me. I know y'all know more than me. So somebody give me the rundown. Y'all look it up. Look what you got to give up on it. Because I want to see the more official rundown than what I know. But what I know is I just really, they got locked up.
So basically,
to break it down.
You do it.
So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send next time some links for you to check out. Because see, that's the beauty of the internet. We got internet reporters. We got niggas with whole YouTube accounts, you know what I'm saying, channels about this shit. But basically, they came down on Young Thug and about 20 or so more members of the YSL crew. It's a state RICO case. It's not a federal RICO case. That's a big misconception. But basically, the Fulton County District Attorney, whoever that lady is or whatever, that the top prosecuting person has been building a case on these niggas for go back about like 5 years, if not farther. So like one famous incident that happened that I even thought like, no, nothing happened, like was when Lil Wayne's tour bus got shot up. At the time, Young Thug had, just made his ties with Birdman, you know what I'm saying, under the UBN or whatever you may want to call it. And then basically they had got into it with Wayne because Wayne was trying to get out his deal. Some Wayne was trying to get some money out of Birdman. Wayne's tour bus get shot up. That happened in Atlanta. So nothing really came about that, but that's one of the cases and one of the examples that they brought up in court. They're able to tie to, like, I think they said like 3 murders, and if not more, that they like basically like, no, it was caused by this crew, and they basically getting everybody from either getting money to the gang or like, you know what I'm saying, promoting it as a gang, you know what I'm saying, through music and stuff like that. So that included a lot of people, including Gunna, who is probably the most, I don't want to say innocent, because, you know what I'm saying, you throwing out the signs, you slat, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just a perfect example of, you know what I'm saying, being too close, being guilty by association. So basically, they came down on over 20 of them niggas, including Young Thug and Gunna.
But Gunna's lawyer is a shit because he got denied bond and won't have court till January of next year. And he's the least attached of anybody that's involved with the YSL shit.
But
Him and the dog. They also arrested their dog.
That wasn't real, bruh.
I think that was come on,
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie, that
you
was
gotta
for
let
some
that rock,
reason.
right?
That was for some reason a story, bro. Though, like real shit, like they got the dog too. Like they got
the dog too. Like that's
dressed up
how
in green rags and everything. They got the dog.
To a dog?
there's a green dog on like a couple album covers, and they had pictures.
Dog. They didn't. Dog. They confiscated the dog.
They confiscated the dog, but there's pictures of the dog in the police car, and it's just so funny because it's like they came and got everybody. The dog too, man.
I'm gonna tell you why they not trying to let Gunna out. Because think about it, if Gunna got out, he's de facto, whether he's gangster or not, he's gonna have to be gangster because he's gonna be the de facto leader. He's the most reputable nigga representing YSL if he get out. So they don't want that type of power on the streets.
Young Thug ain't the most reputable.
He's not getting out. But Gunna, since he's the far most removed from like the crime side, if he was to get out, he could basically, you know what I'm saying, still move and operate, you know what I'm saying, the people. They trying to get everybody, anybody associated locked up for as long as possible so niggas start telling.
Because he's been there in some conversations. See, he's been present when shit has been talked about that they got on tape.
There's a video clip of Young Thug and Gunna standing next to each other. And Young Thug's like, I didn't even know Gunna rap for the first 2 years or 3 years I knew him. He's so humble. And then in my head, I was like, so what the fuck was Gunna doing next to Young Thug for 2 or 3 years to where he's not even trying to rap for this nigga? Like, what is his employment? Like, what was he doing around? What was his job?
Gunna been around though. Like Young Thug probably knew this nigga Gunna. Like, you know what I'm saying? You in Atlanta, bro, there's certain cliques that hang together, bro. That's how that shit go. Look, because think about how Gunna got to start off. Gunna started making his music or whatever, and then he started writing songs for Lil Baby. There's a clip of Lil Baby talking about he paid Gunna $100 a song just to write a song. You know what I'm saying? So he was just because he was around and met Young Thug, and Young Thug ain't know he rap. Didn't. I'm just trying to plead for Gunna, free Gunna, bro. If anything.
It's free. Go ahead.
I was around one of the, probably still one of the hottest DJs in Charleston. I was around that nigga for years. And I knew he had tried to rap. He had tried to rap back in the day. And he had moved into DJ. That nigga didn't know that I was your daddy's younger brother. He didn't know that he didn't put 2 and 2 together. Because he was in a crew called JBL. And both of them niggas ended up being DJs around the hood. I was around a nigga for about 10 years for that nigga even. We went to a music festival, a music conference, and I had videos playing at the music conference, and I wasn't there. And when I came back, he's like, nigga, I didn't even know you rap. I said, you could be around niggas, and niggas don't know what you do. You just there. They don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you know what I'm saying, what you do. But this nigga's the largest DJ in town, but he done got me in the shows. And we done got in the places. You know what I'm saying? I know you, that nigga, you a nigga. You that nigga. I don't actually know what you do. Like, I don't know why you so cool. Like, it's not hard.
Yeah, but it's not. It was the other way around.
You think it's the other way around? I think
Yes, Young Thug doesn't know who Gunna is. Or if he does, it's just a nigga around the hood. Like you said, he don't know what he do. He think Young Gunna, he think he's inspiring Gunna, which he is in a way. But
that's what I'm saying. He signed him though. He signed him. The moment he found out he made music, he signed that nigga.
No, what you don't understand is niggas don't understand all the time why a nigga's cool. And that's how these niggas is in these situations, why they're caught up into these motherfucking conspiracy charges and shit. When you are in this life, you do not know what this nigga does. This nigga might be a shooter. This nigga might be a motherfucking dope man. This nigga might be a money man. You don't know. He just cool. He's just there. He just.
I think you just made me a Gunna fan. I ain't even a big YSL fan, but.
And I can 100% believe that this nigga Gunna was around. I don't even know Gunna's story. I'm just saying I could believe where you be around people and you can be a part of a conspiracy that you did not know because you don't know what these niggas are talking about. You're not in their business. You're not talking to them. And if you do say something, they are nonchalant. They don't talk to you. Real niggas don't talk. Them are real niggas. It happens. And if he doesn't sign contracts, that makes him fucking right in the group with them when they turn that shit into criminal conspiracy.
Because now you the cash cow or one of the cash cows. You one of the funders.
It's because you were there. Nigga, you imagine, okay, you sitting in the motherfucker, you sitting in the studio. Y'all sitting in the studio. It's 18 niggas in the studio. It's 18 niggas in the studio. There's 3 niggas over there having a goddamn conversation. The 4th nigga sitting on the damn chair, sitting there, he a motherfucking informer. That nigga's gonna say you were in the room when the conversation happened that he was eavesdropping on. That's how Gunna got. Gunna might have been fucking head down, turning knobs.
Writing his verse.
But he was in the room, and this nigga says this conversation happened in this room. Well, boom. Now they link this, or you was there when they went to do it because they was doing it at your show or wherever, you know what I'm saying, you were at. This happened, like, boom, 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 boom. That's why all of their shows aren't that. They just taking out specific events, like you say, when Lil Wayne shit got shot up. What happened in the conversation that led up to those events? Could Young Thug have been in the room when the 2 niggas who actually shot the guns were talking about shooting the guns?
So how do you? So it's the same rules as if you go to the store with your nigga and then he decides to steal something out the store. Both of y'all going to jail.
The hand of one is the hand of all. And if one nigga slipped, then the rest of y'all gonna fall. I said that myself.
I'm like over here dumbfounded.
That was one of my bars. The hand of one. If one nigga slipped, then the rest of y'all gonna fall.
That's so wild. I'm literally, my head's blown.
So the odds of Gunna getting out is probably Rapsky's. He gonna have to sit.
Tell.
He gonna tell.
He gonna tell?
He gonna tell.
Somebody is.
But if he in the room and he don't know what's going on, or you saying he knows, see, that's a different thing. He can't tell if he don't know.
He gonna tell what he know.
And see, that's the thing, right? Everybody
he gonna figure out something. He gonna start doing math.
Asking him, But he gonna tell what he know. I guarantee you that kid, nigga, you ain't going to prison. You got $1 million. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what no nigga say. Nigga, you ain't going to prison. You got $1 million, nigga. Shit, you gonna tell every motherfucker thing you can, unless you the big motherfucking fish.
And see,
only niggas in prison with $1 million was the biggest fish they could find.
I'm about to say I can name a few niggas in prison with $1 million, and that's just the ones I know.
And them they could find in that case.
everybody,
Free Larry Hoover.
everybody was upset because everybody's on the assumption that you can't use your music, your lyrics, and the videos and stuff to incriminate you. But see, they're using it as just proof that y'all have this gang, y'all have this thing that y'all are fronting as a company or whatever, but y'all really doing some other shit. Like, look at what's going on in these videos. They're not saying like this is proof of a crime. This is proof that you are part of a group that commits a crime. Like it's some unscrumptious shit. Like, it's just crazy because like we could talk about how innocent Gunna may have been. He may or may not have been in the room and shit like that. But like you in the video throwing up the signs, doing the handshake with the racks, with the people. You signed to the nigga. Yo, you know something.
The crime scene. You're doing the same thing that they were doing at the crime thing. They throwing up all this, and they, you know what I'm saying, making it be known that they doing all of that, and you throwing up the same things that they throwing up. You know what that's called? It's called a criminal organization. Just because y'all organized. Okay, we are organized then. Thank you. Take these extra 10 years. Take these extra 10. Now, if you were just some niggas who was out there motherfucking shooting shit, and it was just two niggas and you and your homeboy with him, man, shit, fuck some niggas and shut shit up. Yeah, you just get the charge for shooting some shit up. But now, y'all shot some shit up and was so good that y'all got away and we couldn't even figure out who the fuck shot this shit up and couldn't find the guns or nothing. So now, once we do catch your ass, you know what? You had to be in a criminal organization to be able to pull that shit off. So come take these extra 10.
It's just fucked up. It's crazy to see because like usually when it gets to like the federal level, any type of federal RICO or like any type of Fed case, it's an over 90% chance you go into prison, right?
Yeah, I still ain't heard nothing from what's the nigga from New York that got caught up? He had the federal RICO charge. Casanova. I still ain't heard shit about that case.
He's still locked up. He had a trial. He had court recently. And he's basically apologizing and shit like that, explaining everything. But he's gone, bro. Casanova's locked up. He's gone. Again.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Just like I'm telling you, bro. Let me tell you something. These niggas, when you are the front man, don't think that you are fucking immune to the rest of the charges. Because they're pitting you against them. They want you they want anybody who's going to tell anything because they don't want you. They want the head of the organization. So they're just going to fucking charge the shit out of you until your ass come over there and be like, man, they going to be like, look here, we know you was in the room when these niggas was discussing so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so.
All right, hold on, wait. I got a question for you, huh? I know he got an answer for me. I swear I always think I'm gonna jam you up, but I think he got an answer for this one. Motherfucking 2 Chainz.
I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did.
He is known to be that nigga, bro. And he recently had an interview, bro. He said, to this day, I haven't given up my plug. Niggas ask me all the time what my plug is, what happened, this, that, and on the third, but he won't give it up. He was that nigga, bro. 2 Chainz, like, he was really moving, like, he was known for pushing. And he talk about...
Let me tell you this called hyperbole.
Hyperbole?
Yeah. I gave up my plug yet. Okay, nigga. Well, then be the next thing. Prove me wrong by saying it's not hyperbole by not going to prison in the next 3-4 years. Because, bro, nobody survives it.
What if he got out? What if he just got out the game?
Man, and survive it. Baby has survived it. Baby and Slim so dope.
Slim so dope.
Baby ain't went to prison. Slim was on fucking FBI top 10. Now, I don't know what the fuck he did to get out of his situation, right? He's still walking this earth. Free man. But he was in prison for a long fucking time. So you can be a face of some shit. You don't know what 2 Chainz plug that time done did. Like I said, gonna motherfucking talk or he gonna be taken care of. I shouldn't say he gonna talk, but if them niggas, which I don't think that little fucking crew got enough money to fucking sustain to sustain some sentences for niggas, cool niggas gonna talk. That's the problem. These crews these days, they break them up so early. These niggas ain't got bread like back in the day. Back in the day, them niggas had bread and say, look here, nigga, I'm putting your kid through college, nigga. Nigga, take this, your kid going, and they get
Hey, that sound like, what's the Baltimore show called? The Wire. That sound like some Wire.
Niggas really did that shit. Niggas did that shit. Niggas had that kind of.
This is what I've learned tonight. Hold on, y'all. Listen to the people. This is the only podcast where you go find out that Joe Crack never sold crack, but The Wire is real. On the same episode.
Take that for Joe Crack. That nigga probably sold crack. All I'm saying is that nigga wasn't fucking running blocks in the Bronx, nigga. That nigga was fucking. That nigga was selling his nickel bags and took them home, and then he started getting to that rap shit, and he was all right, and he was cool with all the crack dealers.
It's just wild to me, bro, because niggas are like think about all the gangsters, like all the niggas who's really on they shit, who's really on bullshit in the rap music right now. They look up to niggas who was never really doing it. Like that's who they take after.
I can tell you from my point of view, it's not like I grew up with none of these cats and that. But just tell me some names that y'all are speaking about that y'all are. I mean, I could tell like when we were coming up, we knew these niggas really didn't sell crack. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Give me some names that y'all are talking about, other than Fat Joe, of course. I mean, I'm not saying Fat Joe probably sold crack in his little project when he was 13, 14, because. I mean,
all right, let me ask you this question. They say is it Jeezy or Gotti came into the rap game a millionaire?
You Jeezy, I've heard was really one of them boys. He was really them boys. He was really one of them boys. Yeah, Jeezy was. Yeah.
They said Jeezy really came into the rap game a millionaire.
Was actually moving around Atlanta at that time. But I was fucking with the Goody Mobs and the Outcasts and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was really hanging around him when Jeezy came up. And I really, like, that other side of Atlanta, that, you know what I'm saying, that trap side, that other side of Atlanta, that wasn't that pill popping, you know what I'm saying, all that wild shit. That side of Atlanta I was in at that time. From what I hear, no, Jeezy was actually, he was, and this was like, not during the time where, I think Outkast dropped, like, On Time, Big Hit dropped Black Ice, you know what I'm saying, those years, like, right, 99, 98, 99, 2000, around that time. They say Jeezy was really that over there at Magic City. See, I wasn't over there at Magic City. You know what I'm saying?
You was in Stone Mountain.
The underground clubs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But now Jeezy, like I said, name some names and I can tell you for what.
Who you got?
We'll look up to
Jeezy was,
those. We'll look up to like a Gucci, which I believe Gucci was real. We'll look up to like a I
but the
want to say
code,
like the Tupacs up and like the Ice Cubes, maybe like the NWA's kinda, but like there's
yeah,
certain rappers that came around, like especially that early 2000s, that like made it seem cool. At least the life seemed cool, but it's more from a
The
general
only
position.
drug
You know what
dealer
I'm
in
saying?
NWA was Eazy-E. The rest of them niggas was just rappers.
yeah, pretty much. But I tell you, Ice T was a motherfucking gangster. For real, for real. Ice T say, goddamn it, that nigga got out of prison, and these niggas, he went into prison, but these niggas got out. They was robbing motherfucking banks and jewelry stores, and these niggas started robbing banks and jewelry stores. He fucked around, got a meet, and went in there, never wrote a rap in his life, and went home and wrote raps after he got his record deal.
Yeah, his story is, hey, he said he told the record label,
Ooh, now Gucci Mane, I can tell you, I went to high school with Charlamagne. Me and Charlamagne the God went to high school together, and that nigga, we cool. Man, when that nigga says, when the first time he met Gucci Mane, how scared he was of Gucci Mane, I feel it. I've seen him tell me that shit straight up, and I've seen him tell that shit on the radio show. When that nigga seen Gucci Mane for the first time, nigga was scared to death of Gucci Mane. And Charlamagne, I could tell by the look on his face, I know that nigga. That nigga was scared to death. He's like, man, that nigga, he had to cut off jean shorts with the shit fraying out from up under the bottom of the bitches. That nigga said, this nigga's a killer. And nigga Charlamagne said he was scared to death for that nigga Gucci Mane first time he met him.
hey, but that's that Basma shit. You know, Gucci Mane really from Alabama. I just want to throw that out there. Birmingham, West Side. Anyway, Basma.
Yeah, I've heard that shit.
Yeah, that boy from out there with with Bebe, who been on the podcast with all the tattoos and the Jordans in the background. Shout out to him, yo. That's where he from. That side of town. He ain't from out Basma. He from West Side, Birmingham though. Hey, but all right. So Jeezy, Gucci Valley, we ain't got to worry about NWA. Ice T. Oh, Ice T said he told the record label, if I had a bunch of grenades, would I pull the pin to show you they work, or would you just buy the grenades? The record label gave him a record deal, right? And he walked out of there with a record deal. Didn't rap one word for him. But that's what he said. He told him in the book. I was like, that is a genius. I was like, is that really how? Like,
I want to say, when a nigga get out of prison and rap, nigga use motherfucking real niggas. And shit come back because my homeboys is all going back to where I just came from to motherfucking for robbing people. No, I'm not gonna just keep robbing people. I'm not gonna just keep robbing people. But I can let me tell you something.
What was the NBA player?
Let me give you a bunch of front men from my generation. Ja Rule. Ja Rule is a front man.
We never thought Ja Rule was a real gangster, so no, you can't bring him up.
Okay. I'm trying to think of some front men then. Because y'all say y'all was actually thinking these niggas was. I was gonna say, give me some examples.
It's more like everybody, like anybody you could think of. Cause I started thinking about like Chief Keef and them, like who would they get their influences and stuff like that from? But they pull from a few different things.
That's why Chief Keef.
And I like Chief Keef. Matter of fact, where is Chief Keef? I meant to ask you on it.
He just dropped the album.
He's in California, staying the fuck out the way.
He right there. Cause I was wondering. I've been meaning to ask y'all, where is Chief Keef? Cause that nigga was dope to me.
He still made music. He live in California. He stream. He got he do like game streaming and shit like that. But he's
banned from a lot of states, so he can't tour and travel as much as he would like to. That's how I feel it is. So he's always in California, like Will says. And if you got Grand Theft Auto, he got one of the biggest gangs in Grand Theft Auto online thing. And all the illegal shit he used to do in real life, he's like the biggest kingpin in Grand Theft Auto. And it's like $1 million to buy a gun in the world he lives in. Like
him and T Grizzly.
Him and T Grizzly. That's the other thing I was just about to say, but I don't know if you know T Grizzly. And it's funny though, because you keep mentioning. Huh?
You talking about T Grizzly, the rapper?
From Detroit, yeah.
Man, I like that nigga. I love that nigga off the chain. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That nigga can go. I like that nigga. Hey, that was the nigga. I thought he was from Louisville though. Don't he talk about Kentucky a lot in his raps or something?
Yeah, because he used to rob jewelry stores in Kentucky. He used to rob jewelry stores in Kentucky, and now he was banned from every jewelry store in the state of Kentucky. So that's why he always rap about Kentucky, because he would just run all over Louisville, Lexington, all the major cities, and rob the jewelry stores, and then go back to Detroit. That's how. And then when he got arrested, it was in Kentucky. So he's notorious in Kentucky because he would hit licks in Kentucky and then go back to Detroit. It ain't but like a 7-8 hour ride.
Yeah, I like that nigga though. That nigga can fucking flow. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. And there's another nigga who's not hot now right now. That's supposed to thug shit, man.
Is Yellow Beezy?
No. This nigga more raw than that. This nigga real raw, man. I was like, damn, my girl know this nigga name, man. And I don't know the nigga name. So
Moneybag Yo?
Oh, no, I know. Like, come on, man. You talking about people mainstream who got songs on the radio. This nigga here only got like one song that I ever heard playing on the radio. And this nigga real raw. And I mean, I don't see clips of little babies and shit pointing guns. Oh, man. I ain't even gonna talk about it. But I do like the nigga T Grizzly, though. T Grizzly is the shit. I like that nigga. That nigga could fucking flow. That nigga just let that gangster shit slip off his tongue.
Well, you must not have heard his last 2 albums.
I don't listen to the whole album, but you know that.
In his defense, nobody listened to them motherfuckers.
I listened to his last album, but the album before that was a little sketchy.
I listen to singles, nigga. What you put out in front of me and what I'm supposed to when I want to fucking hit right now. Y'all niggas is too old school. Y'all more old school than me, worried about a whole nigga album. Cause nigga don't give a fuck about no album no more.
It matters, cause remember we trying to give out flowers.
It matters if you want to be in the game for more than a week.
Oh, no, it don't. Cause I can get you with one song, and then you know what? After next week, I hit you with another song.
But see, that's what niggas don't do that. Niggas don't make albums no more. Like the Kendrick's probably one of the only rappers that still make concept albums. More niggas, they're trying to put like 10, 11 hits together. They all want to be the smackers. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about albums, we also talk about just a track list.
And they're going to drip them bitches out as long as they can. Bleep, 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 bleep. Here you go, nigga. I'm doing the same dance. Nigga, hopefully I can get 3 more months.
I have a hot take. 6ix9ine had one of the greatest runs in hip hop ever before he went to jail.
No, horrible take. His run was not good. His run was whack, bro.
I think that shit was legendary. I think that shit was legendary.
Into your generation. Like, he was trash in our generation.
He's booty. He's trash to our generation.
He was what, like 13 number 1s back to back?
Lil Pump had a better run than him.
Not Lil Pump.
He said not Lil Pump.
Listen. Take the hindsight out. Where were you when Gummo hit the streets? Where were you?
When Tech 9?
No, 6ix9ine.
Oh, you said 6ix9ine. I thought you said Tech 9.
No, I said 6ix9ine had one of the greatest runs in hip hop ever.
Hey, I'll let y'all handle it though. 6ix9ine. I'm not even.
Before he went to jail, he had this is the payback for that Roe v. Wade shit, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, yeah. 6ix9ine had one of the greatest. 6ix9ine had one of the greatest hip hop runs ever. Nigga had over 10 back-to-back 1-to-1. Hell yeah. You see he done hopped out of frame. You see he done hopped out of frame on us. That shit crazy.
Tekashi 6ix9ine is who we talk about right now.
Bruh, he had one of the greatest runs of hip hop ever, bro.
That's who he was to talk about. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna be quiet.
I didn't say I want to talk about it. I'm just saying I have a hot take. This is
I'm gonna do like how you did with Roe v. Wade.
This nigga. So listen. Hear me out, right?
6ix9ine had the hip hop, and that shit ended up with him being a pariah.
Very much so, as most of them do.
Who has ended up a pariah more than Tekashi 6ix9ine?
More? See, that's what I'm saying. That's what makes him one of the greatest.
Right? You know what someone said? Pariah in the industry. That means you are untouchable. Like you are obscure. Like people don't see you. Like when you walk past me, nigga, I can't even look at you. How can you have a greatest run of all time, and I can't even look you in the eye in public?
One of the greatest.
I don't give a fuck if you call it great. Just great.
Okay.
Not even one. Good. You can say if it's good, if it's average, you can't even call it average what he did. The boy ended up a pariah. That's all I'm saying. If you end up a pariah, then you can't say that you had a good career at anything. I don't care how much money you made. I understand. The boy probably made a gang of money.
Oh wait, I think the question is, I think he's a little bit more touchable than you're making him.
I was about to say he's still got a career right now.
Don't make me defend. Chill out now. You're gonna make me defend this fuck nigga. But he still tours. He still tours.
Where?
He's done shows. He's done shows recently.
Where?
Midwest, a lot of Midwest shit, a lot of LA.
Overseas as well.
Overseas. He on the same. Let me tell you who he tours with too, which I think is hilarious though. Salisbury steak sweater. What's the nigga name with the shark teeth grill? The white dude. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. I didn't. Oh, what's my god?
Riff Raff?
Riff Raff. 6ix9ine.
That's not touring, dog. No.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that. That's kind of crazy.
6ix9ine and Riff Raff have been on a tour together. They
Yo,
greatest hip hop run of all. No, just play it. What? It was a great run. I think it was a great run.
That's a comedy tour, though. I mean, they also have reality shows where Vanilla Ice was fucking
fixing houses.
Decade of reality TV. He was one of the niggas who launched reality TV just from just being a fucking pariah that people put cameras in front of. Of course, the boy is going to make that money. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be broke, but I'm just saying he's a pariah. We're talking about a career, a hip hop career. We're not talking about just a celebrity ass grabber fucking career.
What if, and see, what's crazy is, and I'm still in a Joe Budden take. I don't give a fuck. Shout out Joe Budden. But he really missed his opportunity when he didn't come out as so what, I snitched? I'm still a real nigga. He comes out and he still has this attitude like I'm a gangster and I'm more real than you. I had to do what I had to do type shit. But if he comes out humbly, I think there's a lane for him, which is the bullshit.
I definitely feel like he definitely fumbled the bag. He definitely should have been like, hey. So
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he definitely, if he does what you say Gunner's gonna do, and then Gunner comes out like, I'm sorry, young thug, I had to do what I had to do. Niggas is gonna be like, gotta do what you gotta do. I'm pushing P again. Like, it's what's gonna happen.
Hey, I don't know, man. Maybe niggas have gotten softer than it was back in the day. But okay. For one, Tekashi would have never fucking done what he did if he didn't know he was dealing with niggas who he could have done it to. That's just my whole theory on Tekashi, because them niggas wasn't real gangsters, and he probably knew them niggas wasn't real gangsters. They might have shot a lot of shit up, but I just really don't think that crew was that good and organized to where he was that involved and walked away from it. Shit just doesn't happen like that. Now, if you are successful in walking away from it, you know that these niggas don't have no reach outside of where they hit from. So that's why you say, oh, Tekashi, this shit all happened in New York. Where y'all say he performed at? California.
Overseas.
So if these niggas ain't got no connections, they can't touch it. Back in the day, you had to perform where you was from. So you couldn't do shit like that because you couldn't go nowhere. There wasn't nowhere for you to go. So that's why niggas wouldn't talk, because there was nowhere for you to go. That's all. That's just my point of view on the whole Tekashi and all of that. I mean, he probably is doing this on some, like, Vanilla Ice type shit. Now he's the celebrity snitch. But once you get to that point, you gonna get protected. People gonna give, hell, they give Mike Tyson millions of dollars to fight.
Did y'all see Mike Tyson hit that dude on the airplane?
I'll beat the shit out of that fucker. Hey, that fucker was smacking him with knuckles, boy. You can hear a smack coming off that shit. Boy, you can hear a smack. When you hear a smack, knuckles, and an open hand, oh my God, you get punished. Look, tell you.
You know he gave him a mushroom before that, right?
God damn.
Who gave who a mushroom?
So Mike Tyson was getting harassed by the dude whose ass he was beating. That was the story, right? He kept fucking with him because it was Mike Tyson. And then Mike tried to make peace with him. He even gave him a mushroom, like gave him about a gram of shrooms.
After he knocked him out?
No. I'm pretty sure it was before to make peace with the dude type shit. And the dude kept fucking with him. I don't think he might have got it. I might have to look it up, but he might have gave it to him afterwards. But somewhere in there, this nigga Mike Tyson, in between an ass whoop, and get this nigga a motherfucking mushrooms.
God damn. Yeah, and he ain't get no charges, nothing. They already said he ain't get no charges, none of that shit.
Yeah, they ain't sending the Mike to
He
jail
wasn't
no
the
more.
aggressor.
No, they already cleared him. He already been cleared of everything. I heard a story on ESPN.
I mean, what judge? Before we get off that, what judge is gonna be like, okay, so you're telling me we're in court right now because you lost the fight to Mike Tyson. You got beat up by Mike Tyson. You did something to Mike Tyson. You did something to him. Like, there's no, like, you can't fight that. You can't fight that in court. Like, these are not just out here beating niggas up.
But he started getting the civilly.
That's the shit. You just gonna settle to it, not waste time.
Yeah, to where that shit starts to be a heifer. That's why
nobody wants to go to court.
Don't want to do that shit. And I tell you right now, speaking of that with the Dave Chappelle shit, with that shit, right? Jamie Foxx had jumped in there, was whooping the nigga ass too, with motherfucking security and all. Jamie Foxx was in whooping ass nigga. Earthquake, because Earthquake was sitting right there. He said, goddamn, this motherfucker, Jamie Foxx was out there yelling, who got the cuffs? Who got the cuffs? Like, he's like, nigga, what? Who the fuck got handcuffs deliver, Court, how
Yeah.
far you and how
Hey,
much you owe him, because you should have stopped at this point from whooping his ass.
did you
I mean,
see
that's,
did you see Javon Kinlaw making Pat McAfee show?
no, what he did? Because I just heard his name the other day. They told him, oh, they got Javon Kinlaw coming back. I was like, oh, the big slow.
Nah, get off my dog head. But this is what happened. All right, so a reporter.
Nigga, you sat there and watched that big nigga. That was the sorriest first round draft pick ever in high school. I swear to God, this nigga in high school was trash. How the fuck this nigga made a first round draft pick? I love the nigga because he made himself into a first round draft pick. Nigga, that nigga was trash in high school.
Yeah, all right, get off my dog head before, because this is what we talking about. A reporter who has all access for the NFL, he can get in and out of the 49ers locker room, has been calling Javon and ragging Javon since Javon's been drafted. He said he got knees of an 80-year-old man. He's a 2-down lineman, just talking all type of trash about Javon. So Javon, go ahead, Rose, what you said?
It sounds true.
Anyway, so Javon apparently walked up to the dude who was writing all the stuff and pressed him and was like, yo, why you keep talking all that, yada, yada, yada? And then dude said he just walked away or put his shades on and kept going. Then the dude, same reporter, invited him to his podcast or his show, live streaming. Javon jumps on the live stream eating food. I got to see you to watch the whole video, so you can watch this shit. But he see the video eating food, and he like, so why you keep talking shit about me? But when I see you in person, you don't do shit about it. And then old dude's like, what did I say about you, Javon? He was like, you know what you said about me, bro. And then he starts calling him all types of fuck nigga on the live stream. He started dogging the dude all types of ways. He told the dude, he said, my nuts is bigger than yours. My balls is bigger. He said, Javon said, wait, I gotta pull it up. I'm gonna share screen. I done talked about it too much.
I got the gist of the ignorance that he displayed. I don't need no more of the ignorance that he displayed. Nigga, you ain't proved shit out of being a first round draft pick. And that's what that man talking about. Just like what you said, everything that nigga is true. Everything you said about the nigga is true. I'm not saying that because he was sorry high school athlete. Because when he was in South Carolina, that nigga fucking he was way better than I ever thought he could ever be. When he was in Carolina, shit, that nigga was coming off the head. When they played Florida, he showed his ass. He showed his ass when they played Florida. Not knocking him. He moved himself into a first-round draft pick. But, bitch, you got to perform. Or these crackers going to be at your ass. Period. That boy, he been hurt. I guess he been hurt. I don't know. I ain't heard him since draft day. I heard a couple preseason games, I think. I heard his name, but I haven't heard his name since any of that. Man, I don't want to see this shit, man.
Please. I want the people at home to see this shit because it's funny.
Right.
Can y'all hear it?
No. Got no audio.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
I'm hot. I don't know why my shit won't share the audio.
Yeah, you ain't did that shit. You tried that shit earlier.
Right. That's what I be doing on my shit. That's why I always gotta come through the speaker.
Hey,
One day we'll have a whole studio.
That out, producer. Producer Wiz, we need to work that out. We need to be able to pull clips live.
Yeah.
Let's work on that for next week.
I got you. I'm gonna go watch it on YouTube. That's what's crazy,
that's
right?
what you gonna do.
That's crazy.
The boy ain't performed as a first round draft pick. And you can't expect reporters not
Well, this is what happened though. This is what happened. Apparently, though, this reporter has a history. The reporter responded like this to Javon's live stream. He said, "What is it you don't like about what I said, Javon? Is it the fact that I said this? And then later on that night, he got on another live stream and said, you know why I didn't say anything to Javon, or why I wasn't scared when Javon rolled up on me? It's because I knew if he touched, pushed, or shoved me, I was going to retire that night. I was going to be a millionaire that night. I was going to get a big check right then and there. It's over for me, folks. I knew it right then." And that's where he fucked up. Because then everybody who worked for the 49ers said, what kind of reporter can write shit to antagonize athletes to try and do something to him so he can just get a check on the back end? And boom, now Javon looks like a fucking superhero. And everybody's proud that Javon called that nigga out on this shit and cussed his ass out on the live stream. Javon gets another pass.
He's an idiot, but what's that going to stop from the next reporter from still calling out the same shit? Just because he's an idiot. Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, Charlamagne the God used to walk around, when he used to talk about people, when he was on fucking Wendy Williams and all that shit, that they used to proudly walk around and tell people, I talk about these football players and basketball players. I don't give a shit. Let one of these niggas hit me. Charlamagne used to say that shit proudly when he was coming up as a motherfucking disc jockey. You know what I'm saying?
He wanted to be Vlad TV.
Yeah. That Wendy Williams shit, when that nigga called Jay a motherfucking faggot, when he tried to call Jay a fucking faggot, that nigga was out there saying he don't give a fuck. If J.R. Smith come fuck, I've heard him say that shit numerous of times. You right. But I'm not giving this dude here a pass. But what I'm saying is, everything you said that he said about Javon is true.
I don't think now.
After him and Javon got into a controversy, that's between him and how he handles his business. But I'm just talking about Javon's performance after being a first-round draft pick, after what he did in South Carolina, to come in here and he hasn't produced.
He produced his first year, though. I don't think that's fair.
What? Did he even play?
Yes, he played plenty his first year. He has stats.
He did play that first year.
And last year he got hurt. He didn't play. I don't even think he played a single game last year.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
So this is third season. He's only had 3 seasons.
We got a cousin. LaTroy Gann, motherfucker, got drafted by Timberwolves. Came out of Florida State, and that not Timberwolves, but the Vikings. Came out of Florida State not too long ago. He should still be in the league right now. The motherfucking defensive lineman is motherfucking pawns in the puzzle, man. They can throw them motherfuckers away and get another one coming in there. Like it ain't shit. Man, the position he played, shit, man. Them shit just roaming around Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. Man, them shit is walking around this area, man.
Well, let me put it like this. I don't think the whole team comes and vouch for him. I don't think the criticism that he was given is fair either. Because like they said, he did perform his first year. So you ain't rating this off his previous performance. You trying to predict some shit.
How about this name? It's Davian Clowney.
What about him? He that nigga.
He was the greatest. But he ain't shit in the NFL. That nigga moves from year to year. That nigga's a motherfucking, that nigga's a goddamn...
and he's a threat everywhere he go. What do you mean he ain't shit?
That nigga's a mercenary. That nigga's a year to year, moving around, trying to find somebody. This nigga was supposed to be the greatest thing on the defensive line that you've ever seen. Where did you play linebacker?
Briefly. Davion Clowney was that nigga.
I played linebacker in high school. I didn't play on the college level. But, brother, you see with a motherfucker like that in front of you.
No. That's the answer. No.
Sup? Hey, here go my dumb ass. Bro, I used to swear I could take niggas on like that, bro.
Yeah, you would. And you would try it every play. Every play. That's why you was the GOAT. But listen, don't your head hurt.
I used to swear, bro, like, give me a round with Cloudy. I'll show you niggas something, bro. You just got to get back there.
Right. You just got to get into him. You going to talk about form. Isn't it going to talk about just getting to his chest?
Hey, I'm going to tell you, I seen a dude, Courtney Brown. Before y'all time, he got drafted, I think, top 5 or so. He went to Penn State, came out of South Carolina, came out of Macedonia. Big shit was terrifying. Man, you get that big, man, they got that big shit in the NFL. That nigga lasted a day or two. Man, I'm telling you, it's a different beast up there, man. And from what I saw from that boy in high school, he ain't got the motor. He ain't got the will to want to. I've seen dudes smaller than me stand him up. Saeed done seen niggas smaller than him right now. And Saeed probably done lost 100 pounds since he played offensive line with the nigga, right?
I ain't lost 100 pounds.
You close.
You ain't been a whole 100.
He close. Don't let him be humble to you. He up there. This nigga skinny as hell.
I'm not though.
Saeed done seen niggas smaller than him right now stand Javon Kinlaw up at the line of scrimmage. Stand him up in high school. Am I lying?
I've blocked him before, but I've also seen him push a nigga.
But the nigga who weighs 75 pounds less than you still stood him up.
He might have been blocked by a tight end once or twice before. I'm not gonna say it was offensive line.
Nigga said a tight end.
We all get blocked once or twice, bro. That's what you're not listening to is I've also seen him take a motherfucker with one hand and drive him through a fence in practice. And I've also seen him in the game pick up one dude and use his other arm to swat the ball down. Like he is, when he wants to be a beast and when he cuts the meter on, there is no stopping him. It's just sometimes he ain't in the mode. And I ain't gonna hold you. That's just sometimes he ain't in the mode. But when he's in his mode, he's unstoppable. One of the best. He's like Quint, but he cut it on more than Quint. You remember Quint?
Yeah, but then where's Quint?
Hey, Quint could have been a first round draft pick. Tell me he couldn't have.
That shit don't matter, bro, if you ain't doing it.
That's true.
That's the difference. You were talking about the top 1%. We talk about the niggas who got it, been had it, and work at it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the niggas you competing against.
But one of them did it, so that's why I'm tripping. Like he's there. He was
apparently not. It's not what the reporter said. That's not what he said at all. He said,
"Y'all are bugging, bro. My dog is nice."
I bet he is. So is Lamar Jackson.
You got about 2-3 cousins that got to that money, and I'm gonna tell you, they just quit right then. I'm talking about niggas. Nigga, we got a cousin. That nigga, to be honest with you, I can't remember the nigga name because it was so goddamn long ago. I ain't seen that nigga so long. His name was Zola. Nigga was top 2-3 goddamn quarterback in the nation. Went to Florida State. Nigga walked out there, that motherfucker, one of them little first season games in Florida State, and they was cheering that nigga like he was the second coming of Charlie Ward. Shit, never seen that nigga again. You can't come out here and play when you want to fucking play. Period.
And I think he learned that though. And that's why I think y'all not giving him the benefit of the doubt because y'all understand the route, bro. Like the same shit you said about him in high school, everybody said that about him. Even the motherfuckers at USC knew that, but they also knew the motherfucker was 6'7", 300 pounds, and you couldn't coach that. So we're gonna send you gotta drop out of high school, get your GED, then go to a JUCO for 2 years. You finally get good enough there. They get a new coach at USC. You go there, and then your defense becomes one of the best defenses in the SEC. They thought you was gonna win the SEC championship that fucking year. And then he ended up being a first round draft pick. His first year in the NFL, he learned how to adjust move, but he gets an interception. I think he had like 3 sacks that season. It's niggas who don't get sacks. Like he had a couple tackles for losses. He played good his first year. His second year, he was hurt. Niggas get hurt all the time. It's the NFL. They're not giving up on that nigga. I think you're not giving him a fair shot, bro. He's broken that. And if you watch the interview, let me finish real quick. If you watch the interview, he's not saying the shit like, oh, I'm that nigga, you not supposed to talk about me. It's more like, bro, do you not understand how hard I fucking worked to get to this position? Like, they told me I wasn't gonna be shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I used to play shitty. He understands. I talked to Javon. I messaged the nigga after the shit. He knows he was bad at one point, bro. You don't have to bring it back up. He's worked himself out of that shit, and I believe that.
What did the reporter say?
Go ahead. He's some bullshit.
Just go ahead. Wiz.
The reporter said his knees is bad. He an old man. He only good for 2 downs. We should have drafted whoever was before him and whoever was after him. Whoever the 6th pick was, like they named the names. One of them was a wide receiver, Jefferson or something like that.
Is that wide receiver doing good?
Probably. If they wouldn't have mentioned it.
All of them are. Because I remember that draft when they took him, I was like, whoa. They could have used a lot of other pieces. And there was a lot of niggas who got drafted around him that are prime right now. So that's another reason why he's coming across a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah, I think like as heartfelt as I felt you explaining this story, that I feel like that's every nigga in the league. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like
the 1%, you got to be the top 1% in the top 1%, cause we in the league. So any type of slip up injuries, niggas get injured and never play another down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying bro it's valid, but it's also his opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had it hard. A lot of niggas did too. Every nigga did. Every nigga did.
Joe Burrows went first that draft. Hey, he went with great.
Blow.
Huh?
Okay, go ahead, work through the lineup.
I'm about to go and see. I'm trying to get the whole thing right now. They just showing me the first round draft. I had to figure out what year it was. The 2020 NFL draft.
He was in 2020? No.
It's 2022. What, it was 2019 then? Because I just went.
Because he went, that would have been.
No, he went 14. Number 1, Joe Burrow. Number 2, Chase Young. Number 3, Jeff Okunda. He doing better than, I don't know who that is. Oh, he just died, didn't he?
I don't know who that is.
DB from Minnesota just passed away today, too. It's real crazy. Hold on. And I think it's him. Jeff Gladney. Not the same dude, but Jeff Gladney passed away at the age of 25. RIP him. He was a DB for the Vikings.
Yeah, he died in a car accident yesterday.
Yeah, in a car accident. But back to the number 3, Jeff Okunda. Number 4, Andrew Thomas. Number 5, Tua. Number 6, Justin Herbert. Number 7, Derek Brown. Number 8, Isaiah Simmons. Number 9, CJ Henderson. Number 10, Jarek Wills Jr. Number 11, Micaiah Beckton. Number 12, Henry Ruggs. Number 13, Tristan Wirfs. Number 14, Javon Kinlaw. Number 15, Jerry Jeudy. Number 16, AJ Terrell. Number 17, CJ Lamb. Number 18, Austin Jackson. Number 19, Damon Carnarte. That's all. That's the top 20.
So after he got picked, I could see three players that would have served them better. Don't get me wrong, but that's what they were shooting for. They were looking for a defensive line. I remember that draft, and they needed a defensive lineman
because they didn't want to re-sign who they just had. They just paid. They didn't want to pay old dude.
Yeah, I'm not knocking his stock, but when you get to that stock, you got to produce, or people go ask questions. You can't get mad when you're gonna look like Kwame Brown.
No, you're not. You're not gonna look like Kwame Brown, bro.
I will say though, 1 year still ain't enough in the league. 1 year and then you got hurt the second year. That's still not enough.
You will look like Kwame Brown.
I know that's not what he's arguing or why he was upset. You know what I'm saying? Still though.
In your mouth, you're gonna end up looking like Kwame Brown.
He played 14 games his first season. He played 14 games his first season. He played 4 last season. He played
4 games last season?
Yeah, he played 4.
Well, it had to be the first 4.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe even preseason.
Oh, man, preseason. That don't count. That ain't games.
Well, no, it had to be regular season because they said first 4 games. You're right. So never mind. You're right. 4 games. He had his first season, though. He had 1 interception for a 27-yard return, a touchdown, 4 pass deflections, 1.5 sacks, 33 combination tackles, 15 solo tackles, 18 assist tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, and 4 QB hits.
Those are good stats. Those are damn good stats for a rookie.
Exactly.
But anybody can do that.
Anybody can do it. It went from those is damn good stats to anybody can do it.
Yeah.
And then in the 4 games he played, though.
I just draft pick. I think you are a first round draft pick.
4 games he played.
Period. You talking about you being a first round draft pick?
Number 14 overall.
If he would
20 niggas better than me.
If he didn't get hurt and he had a similar season the second season, I could see it being like, okay, that's solidified. You did it twice.
You did it twice, bro.
But he only did it once.
I'm looking at his second season, though. In 4 games, though, he had 8 tackles, 1 quarterback hit, and that was it. But he had 8 tackles in 4 games. They got him inside.
I'm gonna ease up on him. That's what I'm gonna ease up on him and just wait to see what he did. Because I thought it was 3 years. So it's only this year.
And he said that in the video call too. He said, if I play like ass this season, dog me all you want. But you can't just come out here dogging me like that already. He even said that in the video clip.
It's too early. I'm gonna ease up on it because I thought this was his 3rd year. I thought he had already missed a year. So I'm gonna ease up on it until he come back.
I drafted him last year. I'm gonna draft him again this year. Y'all know I'm a waste to pick.
I want to see what he. I want to see what if he do something this year, then he can solidify that first round draft pick. But
hey, and looking at the list, the niggas before him, he's doing a lot better than.
Nah, ain't nobody.
Joe Burrow gotta stay there. Chase Young, Redskins. He was hurt all last season. Ain't nobody said shit about Chase Young.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
He didn't do shit compared to Chase Young. If he was in the same league, same time, hold on. Yeah. Well, that's why Chase Young went 2 and he went 14. Because Chase Young owns that team after owns that season. Yeah, that was only 1 year. That was the same draft? Oh, yeah. Shit, nigga. Get out of here. Get out of here.
The other...
But when you said it the first time, I was wondering who the fuck Chase Young was. I was like, hold up. Oh, you just said just now. I was like, hold up.
Chase Young, the defensive end for the Redskins, but he was hurt. Look, I'm gonna pull up Chase Young's stats. We're not gonna do this.
That nigga came in the league like Ray Lewis, man. That nigga when he came in the league, it was like, God, that nigga feared that nigga. Man, come on.
Chase Young played 9 games this season. He played 15 last season. So he played 5 more games than Javon. But his rookie season, stat for stat, we're going to go back. We're going to look at it. He combined for 44 tackles, 32 solo. I'm going to put them up side by side. We're not even finna do this. Open in a new tab. Open in a new.
And Chase Young going to get 2 more points for the fear factor. Because wasn't nobody scared of Javon, and these motherfuckers game plans for Chase Young.
Well, they play 2 different positions. One's a defensive end, one's a defensive tackle, too.
Both of them move from the inside to the outside. Man, come on.
They don't put Javon outside no more.
Man, they positionless on that. They put Chase Young on the inside, too. And Chase Young ain't got Joey Bosa on the other side. Well,
all right, so Chase Young had 44 combined tackles his rookie season. Javon had 33. So we averaged 11 more tackles for Chase Young. Solo versus goddamn. Chase Young had 32 solo tackles, 12 assists. Javon had I can't hear it. 15 solo tackles, 18 assists. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's a little different. Chase Young had 12 QB hits. Javon had 4 QB hits.
Well, I ain't saying the boy can't beat nothing. I'm just saying, I thought he was in the UDO. Like I say, he is a due for my judgment. Yeah, he ain't due. Cause I thought he was a year. So I ain't gonna judge. I don't judge. I can't judge him off a year and then a hurt year.
Would you rather have Tua than Javon?
Who?
Tua Tagovailoa
For San Francisco?
No, I'm saying Tua went to Miami. If you're Miami,
I mean, you can't compare that.
I'm just looking at the dudes who went before him because, like, Andrew Thomas is an offensive tackle, so I don't know. Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, you know for sure you want to take Justin Herbert before Javon. Like, that's just, right now, that's just the Hawk.
Javon was supposed to go before Javon.
You said what?
I said anybody who went before him is supposed to go before him. I don't think he deserves the spot he got. You just start looking at the people who went after him. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Jerry Jeudy, maybe. CD Lamb for sure.
I said it was 3 of them you named off that I was like, Jerry Jeudy was one, but in that situation with Jerry.
Who is AJ Terrell? He's a cornerback. I don't know much about him. For Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah. And I think he just read up on it. I think they just gave him money. He is a beast from Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Clemson. He's from Clemson.
Clemson. Yeah. That boy's a beast. AJ Terrell is a beast.
What about Austin Jackson? He an offensive tackle. I don't know. For Miami.
I don't know who that is, but he
Damon Arnett.
Don't know that.
Cornerback for the Raiders. Kavlon Chasen.
Boy, he is, but if you got a good defensive lineman, you'll take a good defensive lineman.
This is who they said they should have took instead of Javon Kinlaw. Justin Jefferson went number 22 overall behind Javon at number 17.
Yeah, he slid. Justin Jefferson slid. Justin Jefferson did slid because I was watching that drive. I remember when Justin Jefferson, he was in his house with I think it's just him and his brother or something, or in a house that he got drafted at. And I didn't think Justin Jefferson should have went up that high. And that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So I was proven dead wrong about Justin Jefferson. I was definitely proven wrong. I was like, I said, all that boy did was catch slant.
Hey, they drafted Brandon. Hey.
You know, that was that Gators nigga in me. Because I was like, nigga, fuck that nigga. All that nigga do is catch slant. But that nigga catching slants to the NFL and taking them bitches to the house.
Oh, yeah, because he went to LSU.
Yeah. So I don't like the nigga no way. But, yeah.
What about Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
I mean, but you can't compare because that's not what the team needed.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
49ers don't need no running back. They let running backs come and go, like, because of the system they run.
I hear what you're saying. But I think that's the time of death, y'all. When we start talking about sports this long, we lose Wiz. We was talking about nigga we know.
It's crazy because I was over watching sports highlights on my phone. I'm just saying, the internet lives forever.
You try to see Javon highlights?
No, I was watching this white boy cook this nigga.
Ooh.
But niggas is in the comments mad because it's like, what's the point of this drill? Like, these are two DBs.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Do a little warm-up type shit just for highlights type shit. This is at a rivals camp.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering, what is the point of this?
For exactly what I'm looking at, to get 100,000 likes on Instagram.
100,000?
Exactly.
Hey, but ain't no money up there.
Yeah. Rivals ain't getting no money. They're just getting kids signed up to their camp, getting millions of views. That's all.
Does he get any money?
That nigga, the white boy, first of all, he's verified on Instagram. He's a Tennessee commit, and he's got 34,000 followers.
So he legally can't get money yet.
He has a business email. He has a business email in his Instagram bio.
Oh shit! So maybe he is getting the bag.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't getting the bag from that video though. If that's what you asking.
Man, listen.
That's a different conversation.
I'll just say it. I'm watching it. We talking about it now. He on the podcast. Like, come on, guys.
What'd you say?
So he gotta get. So once the video blow, then he can start his own thing and try to hope he recreate what the person who actually filmed the video gets the 100,000 likes off of, which is probably Tennessee, whoever he committed to.
Well, because now you can like get like sponsorships off your likeness and stuff like that as a college athlete now. Like, that's the whole thing. So, I mean, having a social media presence isn't that bad. Like, the whole destroying thing we was talking about, that's actually a thing now. Like, you actually can't get paid from that.
Okay.
Like, you ain't got to be a broke college student, nigga, if you can go get this Target deal. You know what I'm saying?
That's why U of L, Planet Fitness, every year they got a different athlete on the billboard. I'm like, he got a check for that. And nigga, if he ain't, he's stupid.
They did that with the new basketball coach, Coach Mack. When he first came down there, they had his whole family on the Planet Fitness billboards. I thought that shit was crazy.
Hey, U of L think they basketball team finna take over.
We think that every year, bro. That's the spirit.
My ass asleep. I need to be up. Fucking with y'all.
Hell yeah.
Hey, this has been the podcast. My name is motherfucking Next Time. I don't even know if we introduced this episode, but this has been episode motherfucking
21?
21, nigga. Oh, we the savage.
Like
we on that set. 21.
Something like that.
Hey, look, we just gonna keep pumping them out, and y'all gonna keep watching them. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's Next Time. This is the podcast, The Contrarian, Ali.